Dictator of Tomania, the conqueror of Austerlitz, the future emperor of the world. You must speak.
I can't.
You must. It's our only hope.
Hope. I'm sorry, but I don't want to be an emperor. That's not my business. I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that. We want to live by each other's happiness, not by each other's misery. We don't want to hate and despise one another. In this world there's room for everyone, and the good earth is rich and can provide for everyone. The way of life can be free and beautiful, but we have lost the way. Greed has poisoned men's souls, has barricaded the world with hate, has goose-stepped us into misery and bloodshed. We have developed speed, but we have shut ourselves in. Machinery that gives abundance has left us in want. Our knowledge has made us cynical, our cleverness hard and unkind. We think too much and feel too little. More than machinery, we need humanity. More than cleverness, we need kindness and gentleness. Without these qualities, life will be violent, and all will be lost. The aeroplane and the radio have brought us closer together. The very nature of these inventions cries out for the goodness in men, cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice is reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and little children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison innocent people. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. The misery that is now upon us is but the passing of greed, the bitterness of men who fear the way of human progress. The hate of men will pass, and the power they took from the people will return to the people. Soldiers, don't give yourselves to brutes, men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, what to think, and what to feel, who drill you, diet you, treat you like cattle, use you as cannon fodder. Don't give yourselves to these unnatural men, machine men with machine minds and machine hearts. You are not machines, you are not cattle, you are men. You have the love of humanity in your hearts. In the 17th chapter of St. Luke it is written, the kingdom of God is within man, not one man nor a group of men, but in all men, in you. You, the people, have the power to create machines, the power to create happiness. You, the people, have the power to make this life free and beautiful, to make this life a wonderful adventure. Let us all unite. Let us fight for a new world, a decent world that will give youth a future and old age a security. By the promise of these things, brutes have risen to power, but they lie. They do not fulfill that promise. They never will. Dictators free themselves, but they enslave the people. Now let us fight to fulfill that promise. Let us fight to free the world, to do away with national barriers, to do away with greed, with hate and intolerance. Let us fight for a world of reason, a world where science and progress will lead to all men's happiness.
Something that the old man said many years ago. He said that conspiracies are able to deal with just about anything. They can buy you off, they can shoot you, they can deal with you in just about any way they want.
Well, they own the money system.
Right, but the one thing he said they cannot deal with is exposure. No conspiracy can deal with exposure. Once the truth is out and the people understand, then they have problems. And I am saying that the power of any government is in people. And a classic example of that, how would you like to go to a summit with the King of America and the King of China, and you being the King of Fredonia with 500 subjects? you might as well stay home, because the power of a king is in how many people are in his kingdom. So the point I'm making here is that there is a tremendous power in the hands of the people of America if they would just wake up, because they are the power of this country. The people decide what will happen, and the people have allowed these things to happen and allowed them to continue to go their way and be entertained, and that is the problem that we're facing, not only with the religious and political leaders that are part of this, but the real problem is the people have allowed it to happen.
Well, in the land of the blind, the one eye is king.
Recently, I've been feeling really depressed and alone lately. Going into the New York City subway system definitely doesn't help that feeling. I mean, over 1.1 million people ride the New York City subway system every single day. People from all different backgrounds, creeds, religions, jobs, races, and even cultures. But the most amazing part is that nobody ever talks to each other. There's not even any eye contact. There's no human interaction. There's no humanity. There's no life. There's people sitting on top of each other, people sleeping, people giving each other ugly looks or putting up their feet so nobody else could sit. Then one day, I didn't even know what I was doing, but I just decided to talk to these people. Now, of course, I got turned down like a bad prom date, and I even scared a lady half to death. But every time I got turned down, I always said, no? Alright, since you said no, can you help me pick somebody else to interview? Pick anybody, pick a random person. Yeah, girl. Which one? Pick him up, put him out.
Why are you here?
I'm going home.
Why am I on here? Like, you mean New York? Because I'm doing a PhD.
I was born in this country.
I'm headed to go shopping and then to meet a woman.
I'm a student at NYU Poly. I'm doing a master's in electrical engineering. So right now I'm going home. I stay in Coney Island.
I came to New York to better myself and my family.
Just to show people, black people, that just to prove that all black people are not the same. Like, we able to do something in life.
I'm trying to live life, I'm trying to make sense out of things, and trying to be as happy as I can while still serving something that we might consider a community.
I just came from my second job today. I'm going to my dance rehearsal, and then I won't be home until 11. I'm crazy. That's why I'm on the subway.
Because otherwise I'd have to walk home.
Alright, since you said no, can you help me pick another random person? Just pick out anybody randomly. Just anybody. Just pick them out. It works out best for me. This guy right here? Alright, what motivates you more, fear or love?
A little of both. Oh, I hope love.
Love.
Why?
Because I'm a person that's full of love. I have a lot of compassion.
Love.
Why?
Because I'm a loving person and a caring person.
Fear. I don't know, like fear of failing. Right now that's what's keeping me going. So I think that's what is the motivation behind me right now.
Definitely love. Because I always thought that fear is not a good motivation for anything. I mean, if you're trying to force people to do something by fear, you're not gonna reach any kind of real result or good motivation in people.
Fear. It helps you get past better things, like it gets you better places.
Obviously, love is going to motivate me more. To put the fear in me is going to might stop me for a while, but eventually I'm going to get sick of that. Oppression is going to become too much. I mean, you see what's going on in the Middle East right now.
I would say fear.
Why?
Because sometimes you just want to get past it to make yourself better. Love.
Fear. You can shake fear, but love will keep you going.
All right, since you said no, though, you got to pick out another person randomly in the subway.
Maybe so.
Which one? Where? You believe in government?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
At times. I believe in government.
Do I believe in the government? I know it exists.
Government? Somewhat.
It depends.
Yes, I guess I do.
I do believe in government. I do believe that in structure, but I think that the power lays with the people.
Do you believe they tell the truth?
Not at all times.
Sorry. I don't know.
No. Nah.
Sometimes.
Oh, no. No, not all the time.
No, I don't.
Do I believe everything the government says? No.
No. I think human government has a long history of failure.
At this point, I don't trust it completely, but I do believe that there are people who are in office who do have good intentions. It's just difficult to get past all the corruption because, let's face it, there's with so much money involved, so much power, there's too many people who are collaborating and being corrupt.
Do you think they have your best interest at heart?
Not at all times.
Why not?
Because some of them say things and they lie to people.
Me? Up to some extent.
I mean, no, absolutely not. I mean, they're trying to do, most of the time they're trying to do whatever is best for them and whatever is best for their friends. Closest friends, at least.
No, I don't.
Why not?
I think they have their own interests at heart.
I just don't trust none of them people because they not doing nothing for me. Like, they doing what they want to do.
Sometimes.
Why sometimes?
Because overall, I believe the government tries to have people's best interests at heart, but they get distracted by greed.
Nowadays, I would say they have their best interests at heart.
And I believe in the need for radical reform of our current government.
You don't want to do it? If you don't want to do it, that's fine, but you have to pick another person. What does freedom mean to you?
Everything.
Freedom?
It's freedom? Freedom is...
What does freedom mean to me?
You're your own person. You don't gotta listen to people. You don't gotta always have people telling you what to do.
The ability to go where I choose without being threatened.
Both the ability to do things and also knowing what isn't possible.
Freedom, I suppose it means just being able to express myself as long as I don't intrude in other people's space and stop people from doing what they want to do.
Freedom means, as I would say, life, hope, prosperity, everything.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I've ever been free.
No, you don't want to do it? Okay. Can you pick somebody else? Pick somebody else. Anybody. With these guys? Alright, I'm gonna bother these guys. What makes you happy in life?
Life itself.
Life makes you happy?
Yeah.
Seeing my family happy.
Making other people happy.
Playing basketball, getting education, just being respectful.
Just living day to day, enjoying life.
Right now, I'm on a project. If I complete that, I'll be happy.
Ooh, yoga makes me happy. New York can make me happy when it's not cold.
Being alive, that's pretty much what makes me happy. Like being here and like knowing that things could be a lot worse.
What makes me happy? Being myself, first of all. First and foremost, to be me. I can't be anybody else. I can only be me.
Writing. Not making it easy, I'm sorry.
Can you do me one favor, though? Can you pick out a random person? That guy right there? All right, my last question. This is the toughest one. What's the meaning of life?
That's funny.
Meaning of life?
What is the meaning of life?
The meaning of life?
I think life, for me, for instance, I think I'm constantly trying to make that definition. I'm constantly trying to create that for myself, because as I get older, you learn more, and you try to figure out what makes sense.
That's not an easy question, but to strive to be the best at whatever you strive for, and to be a good person.
Serving God. I'm one of Jehovah's Witnesses.
Grace and transition.
Having freedom. Doing the things that you love, spending time with the people that you love. That's what life means to me.
Being able to get up and just breathe, take a deep breath, you know.
Meaning of life. Meaning of life is to make a difference in somebody else's life. That's it.
I guess that the meaning of life is trying to be whatever you want to be. Like, if someone is not happy with his life, it's because he's not really doing what he wants to do. So this, I think, is the real meaning of life.
To me, life is just to be happy, make something of yourself, and just do what you got to do.
I think the meaning of life is just to believe and to hope.
I think we are here to achieve something. It's one life. Whatever you do, keep yourself and the people around you happy. Even if you can't help them, don't harm them. I think that's pretty much life. Like, keep going. That's it. Don't stand. You got nothing to lose. Keep going. It's life.
I still really don't know what to think about this project. I don't know if it was stupid or if it was a waste of time or not. But thinking about it, I at least made a small group of people smile. Hopefully I made some of them not feel alone, and maybe, just maybe, I made some of them think about life and what makes them happy for the rest of the day. I mean, who knows? The only thing I do know is that life is just a journey, and wherever you're going, whatever your destination is, the only thing that matters in life is the ride. Even though we may feel alone many times on this ride, don't ever forget that we are all in this world together. Smile, laugh, and always appreciate the person next to you. This is Luke Radowski reporting for WeAreChange.
Attention all you rule breakers, you misfits and troublemakers, all you free spirits and pioneers, all you visionaries and nonconformists. Everything the establishment has told you is wrong with you is actually what's right with you. You see things others don't. You are hardwired to change the world. Unlike 9 out of 10 people, your mind is irrepressible, and this threatens authority. You were born to be a revolutionary. You can't stand rules because in your heart you know there's a better way. You have strengths dangerous to the establishment, and it wants them eliminated. So your whole life you've been told your strengths were weaknesses. Now I'm telling you otherwise. Your impulsivity is a gift. Impulses are your key to the miraculous. Your distractibility is an artifact of your inspired creativity. Your mood swings reflect the natural pulse of life. They give you unstoppable energy when you're high, deep soulful insight when you're low. Been diagnosed with a disorder? That's society's latest way to deny its own illness by pointing the finger at you. These programmed people take social institutions and rules very seriously. Society is full of games programmed to keep people's minds occupied so they will not revolt. These games often cause sick fixations on peculiar protocols, power structures, taboos, and domination, all subtle forms of human bondage. This distinct form of madness is not only tolerated by the masses, but insisted upon. The program ones believe in rules so forcefully, they become willing to destroy anyone who violates them.
Don't ever get it twisted, I like money, but from a distance this shit is quite funny. Think twice before you make the decision to spit it. Little kids mimic everything they hear in your lyrics. It shocks me. What does? Some rappers' ignorance. I don't care what you say, music does have an influence. Sometimes I feel to take these Nike creps off, cause they were made by a slave in a Chinese sweatshop. Say that to man in JD, what can they say to me? All of us are supporting modern day slavery. The tick tricked us into thinking we can't live without it. We're not the only ones, blood, think about it. I'm no better cause I'm rapping it on the beat. In a way I'm worse cause I ain't practicing what I preach. And like all other people I'm hooked. It's like living in a library but never reading a book. They don't want you using your mind, cause then you might search for an answer that you couldn't find. They lead us down all the wrong pathways and alleys. It can get you anything, but money can't make you happy. Rappers should be telling the truth of all people, but they've forgotten money's the root of all evil.
Yeah, it's Lowkey and the main man, Mr. Adoni. Tell him how you feel.
Yo, Lowkey, you know we take life for granted too much. Them crumbs that are left from our food and we throw away. People in Iraq or Palestine could live with it. Then 1p, 2p, 5p we throw on the floor. Because we can't buy nothing with it, don't mean we can't save it and give it to charity.
Too many suffering, too many tears. To see a youth die, I know him for years. When we look around, nobody care, and the people them are living in fear. The system needs to change right now. Too much youth are good up in a grave right now. You know see the bigger it's a deal right now. After get the people I must slave right now. Oh boy, the system needs to change right now. Too much youth are good up in a grave right now. You know see the bigger it's a deal right now. After get the people I must slave right now.
My music is my natural resource, now I want it back. Till I sever every single chain, I will not relax. Just constant attack, till my world looks like Montserrat. Contact my comrades for combat, was conscious rap. When you say the truth, they attack like a saber tooth. Thinking clear, they make you disappear. Like you hate the fruit, don't need more Bowens. We don't need more Rebors, Weed or Lee or Coens. They tell us about terrorism and tell us about terrorists. Look up the definition and tell us what terror is. Only know the definition if the television sell us it. Public enemy #1, they treat me like Professor Griff. This album has been in the making a quarter century. Born to bless the beat and rap over recorded melody. I knew the truth since I was a small little boy. I am a product of the system I was born to destroy.
I can't believe I saw them cheat people. Them they have to protect and them a beat people. I'm in no system for the street people. Can't believe them a delete people. The system needs to change right now. Too much youth are good up in a grave right now. You know see the bigger it's a deal right now. After get the people I must slave right now. Oh boy, the system needs to change right now. Too much youth are good up in a grave right now. You know see the bigger it's a deal right now. After get the people I must slave right now.
On the news, they glorify their own henchmen, support the troops, but won't mention Joe Clinton. It's funny cause the rappers are posing as the gangsters, while the government taking money as bonuses for bankers. In life you learn to close your eyes and hold your tongue, but together we will overcome. There's never been a chosen one. Still trying to understand the land I stand on. I probably die from cancerous anger like Franz Fan. No, never give up, I will never just quit. I will never give in, I will never submit. The reason that I came is bleeding from the veins of the people cause we're equal, only freedom is the aim. This album has been in the making a quarter century. Born to bless the beat and rap over recorded melody. I knew the truth since I was a small little boy. I am a product of the system I was born to destroy.
Me can't believe I saw them cheat people. And they have to protect and them a beat people. I'm innocent, no system for the street people. Can't believe them a delete people. The system needs to change right now. Too much youth are good on me not live right now. You know see the bigger it's a days right now. After get the people I must live right now. Whoa, whoa, the system needs to change right now. Too much youth are good on me not live right now. You know see the bigger it's a days right now. After get the people I must live right now. Yeah, yeah.
If you're subordinate to corporate guys supplying your orders, you're fighting fire with fire, I'm fighting fire with water. When they kill me, I know I'll die with a focused mind. Plus there'll be millions of me ready to multiply. Don't just mention, acknowledge me. Remember to honor me. My pen and its honesty defended equality, declared a republic and ended your monarchy. Your corporate dictatorship pretends it's democracy. I hold your bloodline accountable for every crime. Adam Smith to Rothschild, it's all been a clever lie. Two choices now, revolution or genocide. But thanks to Rupert Murdoch, neither one will be televised. This album has been in the making a quarter century. Born to bless the beat and rap over recorded melody. I knew the truth since I was a small little boy. I am a product of the system I was born to destroy.
Me can't believe I saw them cheat people. And they have to protect and them a beat people. I'm innocent, no system for the street people. Can't believe them a delete people. The system needs to change right now. Too much youth are good on me not live right now. You know see the bigger it's a days right now. After get the people I must live right now. Whoa, whoa, the system needs to change right now. Too much youth are good on me not live right now. You know see the bigger it's a days right now. After get the people I must live right now. Yeah, yeah.
Forget division based on ethnicity or religion. Whether you're Sunni, Shia, Kurdish or Christian, pain is still pain if you're a person that's missing. We all deserve a life in this earth that we live in. Is there enough words that can say how deeply Baghdad is burning today? And it's not about pity, hands out or sympathy. It's about pride, respect, honor and dignity. Babies being born with deformities from uranium. Those babies aren't just Iraqi, they're Mesopotamian. What I view on the news is making me shiver, cause I look at the victim, see the same face in the mirror. This system of division makes it harder for you and me. Peace is a question, the only answer is unity. So many dreams about this place that I've never seen. The place my family had to leave in the 70s.